Okay, welcome. We're going to go over the test that you've just done on solving equations. So let's have a look at question 1. Question 1 was, we had 3x minus 2 equals 10. Now looking at this, we need to move the 2 to the other side by doing the opposite. Now it's minus 2, so we add it to both sides, of course. And so we're left with, on the left-hand side, the 2's cancel out, and we're left with 12. 3x equals 12. To get the x on its own, we simply divide both sides by 3. The 3's cancel, and that leaves us with x equals 4. So that's the answer to the first question. Okay, question 2, the equation was 2x minus 3 equals 3x. Now here we can see that there's an x term on both sides of the equation. So what we're going to do, we're going to move the 2x to the right hand side, so it's with the 3x. And so what we do, we minus 2x from both sides of the equation. So on the left-hand side, the 2x minus 2x equals 0, leaving us with just minus 3, and that equals 3x minus 2x, which is x. And guess what? There's our answer. X equals negative 3. Question 3. The equation was 4x minus 4 equals x plus 17. Now once again, we've got x's in two places and we've got numbers in two places. So we need to move the x's together. So we're going to move that x over to the left. Now it's plus x, so we need to minus it. On the other hand, we're going to move the minus 4 to the right-hand side of the equation. So let's start. So we're going to move the x first. So we're minusing x from both sides. And therefore we're left with 4x minus x is 3x minus 4. And that equals, the x minus x is nothing, and that leaves us with 17. Now we're going to move the minus 4 to the right-hand side of the equation. So we're going to add 4 to both sides. So by working this out, we can see that the minus 4 plus 4 cancel out. So we're left with 3x equals 17 plus 4, which is 21. Therefore, x equals 7. And there's our answer. Okay, question 4 was 3 bracket x plus 3 bracket equals 5x plus 1. Now I encourage you to have a go at this on your own first. The first thing to do here is to expand the brackets. So whenever you've got brackets, a good idea is to expand them. And so 3 times x plus 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times positive 3 is 9. So now we've expanded our brackets. Now we can treat this just like we did the previous example. We get the x's on one side and the numbers on the other. So I'm going to move the 3x to the right, and we're going to move our positive 1 to the left. So we're going to take away our we're going to move our 3x first, so taking away 3x from both sides, and so we're left with 3x minus 3x is nothing, plus 9 equals 5x minus 3x is 2x plus 1. Now we're going to move the 1, and we need to minus 1 from both sides. And 9 minus 1 is 8, and 1 minus 1 is nothing, so 8 equals 2x. And then finally we divide both sides by the number 2, and clearly we're left with 4 equals x. So the answer is x equals 4. Question 5 was 6 bracket x minus 5 equals 4 minus 23x. Now have a go at this one on your own if you like. So the first thing we do is expanding the bracket. The next thing, we need to get the x's on one side and the numbers on the other. So we're going to move our negative 30 to the other side. Now it's minus 30, so we need to add 30 to move that. And we're going to move our minus 23x to the left. So all the x's will be on the left-hand side and the numbers on the right. So we're moving our 30 first, so we're going to add 30 to both sides. And so let's work out what we've got. We've got 6x minus 30 plus 30 is just 6x, and that equals 4 plus 30, which is 34, minus 23x. Now we're going to move our x term, our negative 23x. Now it's minus 23x, so we need to add 23x to both sides. Notice how I use these horizontal lines to keep things organised. I would highly recommend that you do the same. 23x plus 6x is 29x. And over on the right hand side we've just got 34. So we're nearly there. So the final step, to get rid of the 29 in front of the x, we divide both sides by 29. And we're left with x equals 34 over 29, which is obviously not a whole number. It actually equals 1.172, and that's an approximation. So that was probably a little bit difficult because you might have been expecting a whole number answer and you didn't get one. Okay, question 6. The final question, I believe. We had 3 times 2x minus 3 equals 5 bracket 2x minus 7 and then close bracket plus 2 on the end. Now I encourage you once again, have a go on your own first. So expanding all our brackets, we've got 6x minus 9 equals 10x minus 7 fives are 35 plus 2 on the end. So we can probably simplify that a bit. So we've got 6x minus 9 equals 10x. Now minus 35 plus 2 is minus 33. So now it looks very similar to the previous examples. So we're going to get our numbers on one side once again. We're going to move the minus 33 to the left. And we're going to move our 6x to the right. So all the x's will be on the right and all the numbers will be on the left. So let's go ahead and start. So the best thing to do here, sorry about that, would be to add 33 to both sides of the equation to move that negative 33, and so we end up with 6x plus 33 minus 9 is 24. And that will equal the minus 33 plus 33 cancel, so just 10x on the right. So now we need to move the 6x. We're going to move to the right by subtracting 6x from both sides. And clearly on the left we're just left with 24, and on the right we've got 10x minus 6x, which is 4x. The final step is to divide both sides by the number 4 to get that x on its own, and if we do that we can see that x will equal 24 divided by 4, which is 6. So x equals 6. And there we have it.